Okay. And then let me check. Okay, guys, everyone received the questions on the chat, and we can start because now we are live on YouTube. So to start, I want to ask you, Dennis, can you introduce yourself, please? We had other people right now, and maybe they doesn't know you. All right, please
All
introduce
right.
yourself, and after that we can choose someone to continue.
Yeah, sure. Hello, guys. Good morning. My name is Dennis. I am 38 years old, and I live in São Paulo, capital. I work with IT and technology, and I stay here in Talk and Talk since July, but I stopped for 2 months doing the work, and I come back here now to learn and speak with other people. I think that.
All right, all right. And guys, I will split us in two rooms, all right? And because this way we can join better our conversation, okay? So I will keep the guys here with me, and I will put the girls together in another room because Katiana, Yanni, and Belle can talk together about the subject, and Katiana can help us. And so I will open, and then please confirm if you received the invite to the other room. All right, Katiana, Belle, Yanni. Okay. Guys, so, and what about you, Hannah? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm Renan. I'm 32 years old now. I work as a software developer as well with IT. Now I'm living in Rio de Janeiro, Niterói City. In my free time, I like to ride a bike, watch videos on YouTube, study IT, and that's it about me.
All right, all right. So you are a software engineer. What programming language do you use in your work?
Yeah, I work as a mobile software engineer. So, and I work with React Native.
Okay, okay. And what do you do for a living, Dennis? I forgot.
In São Paulo, capital.
But what do you do for a living? What is your work?
Sorry.
O que você faz para viver? Qual que é o teu trabalho?
Okay. My work is a post-sale security specialist, and I work with firewall, switch, router, Cisco system, in specific system.
So you are a guy from IT to IT background.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So guys, my name is Carlos. I'm 33 years old. I made birthday on August, and I'm a software engineer too, but I work with backend as a backend developer. So I use PHP every day. It's the main language, but I had experience with other ones. Today I'm working to a company located on USA. I'm here in Talk and Talk since August last year, and I think we are always had to practice our English, right, to get better. So this is the reason I'm a facilitator here in Talk and Talk. All right. And then we can start with our questions. And I want to listen from you, Hannah. Can you read the question number 2, please? And after that, you can share what you think about that, and then you can choose someone to continue, please.
Yep. Where is your hometown? Well, my hometown is Paranaguá, Paraná. I was born there, but since I was 3 months of living, I come to Rio de Janeiro. My father was used to be a Marine, so they he and my mother traveled to the Paraná in order to work there, and I ended up was born in there. So, but 3 months later, I came to Rio de Janeiro, and I think my real hometown is Duque de Caxias, Rio de Janeiro, because I grew up there. It's a city that I love because I have friends there. My family, all my family living there. My uncle, my cousins, some friends, all living there. My school is there, so I grew up there. So I think my hometown is Duque de Caxias, Rio de Janeiro. Now I'm living in Niterói. It's another city. It's a better city, I think, but my heart is in Duque de Caxias.
Yeah, you choose the right word to talk about hometown. I think it's where your heart is, when you look back and, man, I'm missing my city. So you born in Paranaguá, but your hometown for sure is the Caxias. All
Yeah.
right. And who you will pick to continue, please?
I can pick Dennis.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. My hometown is called Rancharia. I don't know if you know. It's near Presidente Prudente, and I lived there for 18 years old. And after that, I come to São Paulo, and I live here since this time. And today, I don't know if I come back to my hometown because it's very difficult to live there about work and other things. It's very common in cidade pequena. I don't know.
I think it's a small town, but I don't
Yeah,
have sure.
yeah.
But you miss your hometown when you think about your past or not? You don't.
No, no, no. Each 3 months I go to my hometown because my mother live there yet, and I need to go to
All
visit
right.
there.
All right. So I think now it's me. My hometown is Ponta Grossa. It is a city located in Paraná, 100 kilometers from Curitiba, the capital of Paraná. And I really love living in the city. I live here all my life, and I think, how can I say, for me, Ponta Grossa is the right size, isn't a big town with the problems of a big city like Curitiba, for example, a lot of traffic, and you spend a lot of time to move from one point to other. But at the same time, you had the best parts of a big city. You have mall, stars, hospitals, and everything you want in a big city, good place to visit and go to your family and spend your free time to visiting some points of interest. So I really love to live in here, and but I know for some people living in a small city isn't so good. But Ponta Grossa has 350 mil. That isn't so big, but isn't so small too. All right. I think I already start to answer the question number 3. Describe your hometown in a few aspects: population, climate, architecture, football clubs. So I will continue. As I say, isn't a small city, but isn't a big city too. The climate can be very funny. We had a joke right here. Do you already watch that movie Karate Kid when the guys say tira o casaco, põe o casaco, tira o casaco, põe o casaco? So right now it's raining on my city. It's a little bit cold, but during the day you can start the day with 15 degrees, and in the middle of the day can be 30 degrees, and at the night can be 10 degrees, and it's all the season on the same day. We had a football team in our city called Operário Ferroviário. Isn't a good team, but they are on the Campeonato Paranaense. I don't remember the year. I think it was 2015, but it was only they own the state championship only once, and I think it's that. And what about you, Dennis? There is a football team in your city. What you can say more about your city?
Yes, in my hometown, for example, for population, I think today there are 30,000 people in this street, and it's a small city. In fact, about climate, it's very different in your city because it's very hot. About 35 degrees during the day, and night 30, 28 degrees. It's very hot because it's near Presidente Prudente, Mato Grosso,
Oh, it's a
and
hot place to live.
yes, very, very hot, very hot. But and football club, I think today there is yet called Ranchariense, but in class C, I think, because he tried to grow up to class B, but it's not possible. And but I think is that it.
Okay. And what about you, Hannah? Can you describe more characteristics about your hometown, please?
Yes, I will talk more about Duque de Caxias, because I said.
Yeah, your hometown, as I say,
Yeah,
is Duque de Caxias.
I think in the future I will go back to the Paranaguá, but right now I'll go to Duque de Caxias. It's a big city in the size meaning, like they have almost 1 million people living there, and in the width it's a huge place as well. And in the economic meaning, I don't think it's the the big city. We have a lot of big city, for example, Niterói, or the capital of Rio de Janeiro. It's economic meeting. It's a better city to live. And as I said, almost 1 million people, so it's a lot of people in the city. And it's the Rio de Janeiro, so the climate is a lot of sun all the day, like almost 1 year of sun and some days of rain, 2 or 3 weeks of rain, but a lot of sun. We have in Duque de Caxias soccer team. Duque de Caxias, I don't think it exists yet. I don't think it's, but Duque de Caxias soccer team played the Campeonato Carioca here. They don't win the championship, but they tried. What else more? I don't think that's it. It's a good city to live. It's a little bit violent. It depends on your place or where you are in the city. It can be violent, but in the other place, it's not so violent. Like I said, it's Rio de Janeiro. All the Rio de Janeiro is violent. That's it about the Caxias. But it's a city that I like.
All right. I don't want to be rude, all right, but when I was younger, I had the desire to go to Rio de Janeiro capital, but nowadays I don't have so much, I don't want so much because I
Yeah,
like I like to be live, It's a joke. It's a joke. Please
either
don't
me.
be.
I don't like to go to the Rio de Janeiro, and I live here, so I
Yeah.
really understand you, and it's uh it's not. I'm not happy to say that, but it's not
Yeah.
a good city to live in some
Yeah.
places.
Especially for me, I was a police officer, a
Mhm,
militar police officer. Eu era policial militar.
mhm,
So I had the impression some people didn't like so much police officers on on that city. Of
mhm.
course, there are a lot of people, good people in there, but uh, I don't know how to drive without GPS,
Yeah,
GPS, and sometimes GPS can make tricks to us, make a prank,
yeah,
and it wasn't so good if I enter in a wrong place. I had a friend of mine who lived more than 10 years in Rio de Janeiro, capital, and he only say good things about Rio de Janeiro, and he say the news can be true, but it's a good place to live. But I don't know. My I don't know if I had to travel, I will choose other place.
yeah. Totally agree. Totally agree. You have to be careful to choose the Rio de Janeiro, just some place like Corcovado or Pão de Açúcar, and that's it. After that, you go home.
Okay. So let's move on, guys. Let's
Mm.
move on. Um Dennis, can you start with the question number 5? I think you
Yes,
already
number four.
answered number 4. All right.
Yeah,
You
already.
already answered that, but if you want to improve your answer, please go forward.
Yeah, number four. Do you currently live in your hometown? Why? Unfortunately, I don't live more in my hometown. And how do you say? Because for works jobs in a hometown, it's very difficult to work there. Because in many in várias específicos. I don't remember in specific because it's salary and other opportunities to work there. And because this, I don't live more.
Okay. So you change it because you want more better opportunities.
Yes, in São Paulo, uh, it's in São Paulo and in Rio de Janeiro, it's the same. I think in São Paulo it's more because here today, for example, in my company, there are many people from Rio de Janeiro to São Paulo because it's more easy yet specific to work here.
All right. All right. And what about you? You already say that, but
Yeah.
if you want to describe a little bit more, please go forward. Then Hannah.
Yeah, sure. As I said, I don't live anymore in my hometown. I live now in Niterói because I live with my girlfriend right now. So
Niterói is a city or it's a neighborhood?
it's a city. My neighborhood is Itaipu, Niterói. It's Niterói has a lot of beaches here. So Camboinhas Beach, Itaipu Beach. So a lot of you can have more fun that way. And in that case, Niterói is best than Duque de Caxias because it's a beautiful city with more organized city. You can do more things than you can do in Duque de Caxias because you have more choices here and more opportunities to go out and have fun, so in shoppings or beach or bar and other places. And Duque de Caxias is more place that you go to sleep and get rest from your job day, and that's it.
So
And
Niterói is bigger than Duque de Caxias.
economic is, I think it's bigger, but in size it's not bigger. Niterói has less population than Duque de Caxias and less size than Duque de Caxias. But in economic meaning, like oil or I don't remember the word for comércio. It's more commercial than Duque de Caxias, for example. And that's it. It's a more organized city. Of course, Niterói has their problems as like Duque de Caxias, but I don't know if I prefer live in Niterói, but I really like to live here as well.
All right. All right. As I say, I'm living in my home city. I had the experience to move to a bigger city. I go to live in Curitiba, and I only live in there 3 months. And I look back when I was the most funny, and I was a teenager. I always dream, wow, when I make 18, I go to Curitiba because there is nothing for me here in Ponta Grossa. And when I had the experience to live in there, I hate it because you spend 2 hours to move 5 to 10 kilometers. It's a lot of time, make 1 hour to walk or to drive 10 kilometers. So this got me crazy. And I realized I really love my home city and my hometown. And I moved back to Ponta Grossa, and since that, I don't have the desire to move. When I was younger, I had the desire to move, to leave Brazil too, to go to, I don't know, Australia, USA, Canada, but nowadays I don't desire this. I think I can get the better of two worlds. I can stay close to my family, living in where I live, and enjoy what the best parts of other places in the world. I can go to travel, but I don't need to leave my hometown. So this is the reason I'm living here, because I love. This is the reason I love stay close to my family. I already know everything in my city. I don't need to learn new things. So I think I'm getting older, and other people doesn't like changes. So I think it's that. So
Uh,
guys, oh, please go for it.
oh yeah, no, no. But I don't know, but I think when I talk with the other people, for example, say the Curitiba, it's a good place to live, yes, because
Yeah,
it is a cidade modelo. I don't
yeah,
know.
it of course it's a good place to live, but for me, in my experience, living in a small city isn't good for me. I know
Okay.
guys who came from Rio de Janeiro, Curitiba, and moved to Curitiba, and they love it because even being a big city, you had a good traffic. Of course, there is, how can I say, trânsito, congestionamento. I don't know how to say this, but doesn't compare to São Paulo, for example, two
Yeah,
to 3 hours of traffic. So it's a good place. But for me, um, in my city, if I spend the 10 minutes driving, I cross the entire city. I 10 minutes of driving literally means I walk, I drive to all the cities. So there's there are no chance to compare this to a bigger city. Of
I
course,
know.
Curitiba, there are a lot of tourist points. They had a lot of parks. They had a good, I had to use the bus station there, and it was really amazing, much better than in my hometown. But I prefer to live in my city. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a it's a taste, é um gosto.
yeah, yes, yes. I think I don't move today for my hometown, but I would like to move to a countryside close to São Paulo because my daughter, I have two daughters, and in São Paulo it's very difficult to live here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's more expensive. When you
Yeah,
live in a bigger city, it's more expensive, especially to you. I had two daughters too,
true.
so I know I know how they can spend money.
Yeah, yeah.
Hannah doesn't know nothing about that, or do you have kids, Hannah?
No, I don't have kids, but I know about the expensive city. I moved from Duque de Caxias to Niterói, and I know that I had to work a lot to pay the the rent here.
Yeah, you had to pay the bills. You
Yeah, and more
are,
expensive here. More
yeah,
and more
yeah.
expensive here. I don't know. I think I do. I know why. People in Niterói have more money, and uh, I don't know. They accept to pay more expensive for the things. So I just need to live here and accept that.
Yeah, there is a meme on Instagram. Tem meme no Instagram who say rich people turn poor things in rich things, you know? Ricos transformando coisas de pobre em coisas de rico. For example, a Fusca in the past was very cheap, but when the rich people decide it's a cool car to have, nowadays you had to pay 15,000 reais in a Fusca, 15 mil reais in a Fusca, you know? So rich people like to spend more money and this fuck us. All right. So let's move on. What is the most famous landmark in our hometown? And this is a good one for me, but I want to listen from you, Hannah. What is the most famous landmark in Duque de Caxias?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we have in this case two landmarks, like the shopping in Duque de Caxias. It's more known there, and in Duque de Caxias has a soccer school of the Fluminense Football Club. So that's the two landmarks in the hometown.
All right, all right. And what about you, Dennis?
Oh my God, in Rancharia, I think landmark is Estrada de Ferro Sorocabana. Today is disabled, but it's very famous in the past. Uh, my God, 30 years ago, I think, and there is a station, train station, and Estrada de Ferro Sorocabana is a long line and to pass train in the past. In the past, my grandmother travel about this Estrada de Ferro Sorocabana and from Rancharia to São Paulo or vice versa.
All right. So here in Ponta Grossa, the main tourist point and the landmark of our city is a park called Parque Vila Velha. It's a sandstone park, Parque de Arenitos. I don't know if you already listened that, but I had to share. I have to do that. I had to share my screen to you understand what I'm saying, guys. So I will move this screen.
Arenitos is new for me. I
You
don't
never
know.
heard about Arenito? All right, no problem. Can you see my screen? Can you watch my screen?
Yes, yeah, sure.
So this is Arenito. São essas formações rochosas, né?
But
Make a
I can see Google Translator, not other.
sorry about that. I will move now. Can you see?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
So there is those formations, the wind and the rain, the wind and the rain make sculptures in there and was really nice to visit. But this took millions and millions of years to make, you know. Since you go to visiting there once in our life, it was enough because this won't be changed for millions of years, you know. But it's a beautiful place to visit. There are a lot of different formations and is really interesting. But
Yeah.
the most funny landmark of my hometown is prefeito. I forget how to say prefeito. In the past, I think 20 years ago, decided to make homenagem to this park, you know. So he built it this. Oh man, it's really funny. He built it this thing too
Oh my
to
God.
make a homenagem to that park, you know. And people in Ponta Grossa start to say, "This is a cocôzão." And I don't know how much he spent to build this, but after 3 or 4 months, they removed this from the city because it was too funny. You know?
The politicians are always spend your people money. So
Yeah.
the best way to spend the people money.
So we became famous here in Paraná because we had that monument, you know. It was really, really funny in that time. But our city is famous because the sandstone, but the good one, all right? So sorry, I had to share with you guys that because it is really fun to me. I don't know it was fun to you guys, but it was fun to me. So let's move on. We are running out of time. Of course, we had 20 minutes yet, but in our speed, we can move to other question. All right. So guys, let me check. Dennis, you can choose a question. Don't need to be the next one. Não precisa ser em ordem. You can
Okay.
choose a question. You read the question and give your thoughts. All right.
All right. Okay, number 11. What makes
Oh,
your hometown special to you? First, because I was born in the city, and I think it's today I can see Rancharia is a good place to live because not just on about a small city, but uh, crime and traffic and other things. It's a good place to live because uh, oh my God, I think that's it. But unfortunately, about job, it's a problem. But in other things, uh, I would like to come in my hometown to live with my daughters in the aposentadoria or else.
all right. And what about you, Renan?
Um, for me, it's special because I grew up there, and almost all the days I used to play soccer in the street with my friends. It was awesome because very fun uh, days in that place, and other things that I used to do in my when I was a child or young man. Um, and it's a good place to live if you are thinking rest and just go to school and then go back to your home and rest. It's a good place to live, not so expensive like in the city I'm living right now, and this makes the city special. Uh, when I moved to the another city, to the Niterói, I think that Duque de Caxias started to grow up in the economic mean, and my favorite restaurant go open a branch there. As soon as I leave the city, my favorite restaurant opened there. So it was terrible for me in that case. I don't know. I think it's special because I lived good moments there. It's that the thing. I have friends there. My family is there. So all the good moments of my youth there is there. So was there. So that case makes the place special for me.
All right. Uh, for me, what makes special is my family, of course, and the characteristics of a small city. As I say, we had the both of two worlds. So for me, it's really good to live in here. I don't want to move on. I had 100% of sure of
Yeah.
this. And of course, maybe in the future something can change. We change our thoughts, but today I don't want to leave my hometown. And Hannah, you can choose another one, all right? And then we can you can give your thoughts. Sorry.
Um, let me see here.
Okay.
I think number 6 we didn't answer right. Number 6. What's the typical dish or your hometown? We don't have a typical dish. It's like a common dish is rice, beans, and a meal. So that's it. And this is what I like. So that's it for me. It's not it's nothing special in my city. Not as I said, not special, but that is I like rice, a bean, and a meat. That's it.
Okay. So in Ponta Grossa, especially, we don't have uh, I forgot the word. We don't have a typical dish in our hometown, but in Paraná, we had a typical dish, two typical dishes is barreado from Lapa. It's a city close to Curitiba. I don't know how to describe that. It's a strange place. You go to the restaurant and they put the food in the plate and they turn down above your head, and the food doesn't throw. A comida não cai do prato. It's like a pasta. I don't know how to describe that, and I only eat that once in my life. But we had other typical dish is called carne de onça.
Wow.
Carne de onça. It's really good. Isn't carne de onça really, but they call carne de onça because it's carne moída crua, you know, with onions and some temperos, and they put all this in a bread, and this is really delicious. I don't know exactly how to describe this in English, but it is really good. Carne de onça. After that, you can look in the internet what is. I don't know if I can send an image here. Let me check if I can send an image. I never tried to do that. No, we cannot send images. Okay. So, but it's really, really good. I don't know if you like carne crua. I don't know how to say this. I have to write carne crua and search after our conversation. But I really like, of course, we live in the south of Brazil, so we like a lot of barbecues. People do barbecues in Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo.
Yes, it's very famous in rancherias. Is a typical dish because it's agriculture in rancheria is very hard, and barbecue it's common. It's it weekends it's to do a barbecue in your house.
Yeah. My father says if it's Sunday and if he doesn't eat barbecue with mayonnaise, his stomach doesn't know it's Sunday, you know? He had to eat that to his stomach understand it's Sunday.
Yeah.
He can't eat other things.
Yes, yeah.
But this is our typical dish in our city, Dennis.
Yes, I think that because barbecue is common in many houses in a rancheria. About other typical dish, it's uh, as Hannah say, beans, rice, and egg, meat. It's common too.
All right. So, guys, I will ask to the guys on the other room to join us. Close our rooms. Okay. We are going out of time, and I will prepare some links to send you because it's really important to us. But before that, we can finish. Let me check. Number 9, complete this sentence. My favorite place to hang out with friends in my hometown is. So please seja curto e breve and complete the question number 9. Complete the sentence. Go on, Hannah.
The street.
My
The street
No.
is my favorite place.
read the entire sentence, please, to make sense. So this isn't funny.
My favorite place to hang out with my friends in my hometown is the street, the street that we're able to play soccer. So we hang out there.
All right. And what about you, Dennis?
My favorite place to hang out with my friends in my hometown is bar and my home with my mother.
All right.
To do
And
barbecue.
okay. So for me, my favorite place to hang out with friends in my hometown is at my home. I don't like to go to parties, you know. I like to stay home and do something in my house. So my favorite place is my home. And what about you, Bel, Yanni? How was the conversation in the small room? Can you share with us, please?
Yeah, of course, it was an amazing conversation. We talked a little about the hometown, and I don't know about the third question. Yeah, about the few aspects, something like that. I just to know to say about the football clubs. I don't know about the football clubs, but yesterday I know the Fortaleza was champion about something. Yeah. I don't know, but I just know that, and I think it's a good moment to say that because I'm from Fortaleza, and it was a good conversation, good questions, was amazing.
And what about
think Katiana need to leave. I think their connection is not so good.
Okay. And what about you, Yanni? What you can say about the conversation?
Oh, the conversation is great. We conversation about the town and the other things. So I think the finishing the number 4. I don't remember, but that's it. This is a good conversation, and we was in the States different states have the different cultures, so it's good they
Yeah.
learn the other cultures.
Yeah,
That's
of
it.
course. So, but I want to ask you, for you, Jan, and for you, Bel, before we finish our conversation, do you live in your hometown or not? Vocês
Yes,
moram... Okay.
today, yes.
What is your hometown? Ian?
Montes Claros in Minas
Montes
Gerais.
Claros, Minas
Gerais.
Gerais. Pão de queijo. I
Pão de
remember you.
queijo, piqui, café.
Yeah.
I love.
You and what about you, Bel?
Amazing. So no, I'm from Fortaleza, like I said, but currently I live in Salvador, Bahia. Yeah, I live here almost 8 years.
All right. You are the girl who is the Air Force?
Yeah, I work in the Brazilian Air Force,
All
like
right.
a air traffic controller. Yeah.
I remember you.